Big Mama got to put in an application to drive the school bus. I remember it used to be an insult to tell somebody older, you need to go home. You too old to be working. And they will tell you, look, I still have a whole lot of life in me. I still have skills. I'm very useful. And they will stay on that job just to prove you wrong. But now, Big Mama and Granddaddy trying to go to the house, and I'm trying to go to the house with them. Because just think about it now, y'all. You can work 30 and 40 years, get a pension and Social Security, and it's still not enough. And you know they're trying to take away the pensions for good. We know these companies don't want to invest in pensions. They stated that the people over 65 who's still working has doubled. 1 out of every 5 people over 65 is still working. I remember hearing people say, just go ahead and put in your time and then you can rest. But now Big Mama done worked her whole life and still gotta go back to work just to pay the bills. I mean, you can retire, but your bills ain't gonna retire. They gonna still keep stacking up. And before all this happened, they didn't want to go home. Now they can't afford to stay home. A lot of people would retire, but you can't get Medicare until you're 65. So you just sit there at work. Your body has retired. It has checked out. Because I see so many times people going to work with bad knees. They tipping on their toes. Our bodies were not meant to be overworked and abused. And a lot of times people don't take off when they need to. And then you retire, then you spend all your time going to all these doctor visits. And let's not even talk about Medicare, because we done worked all our life and we have paid into Social Security and Medicare, and the premiums, they go up every year. So now you're spending your retirement money on hospital bills and high premiums. And for some of us, we won't receive full Social Security benefits until we're 67. It just depends on what year you was born in. And they said that this was a big problem. You all let me know what you all think about this. They said that fewer people are paying into Social Security now, because they said Gen Z don't want to work for real. They already see what's going on. They see that there's no benefits in being loyal. So they're choosing to stay at home with their parents. They even have roommates. They may get an apartment, and it may be 4 of them staying in the apartment together. And you know, they may work one season. They may work for the summer and be off for the winter. You just don't know what Gen Z may do. And a lot of people like doing gig work. So they said the system is under pressure. What do you all think? They stated that not that many people are paying into Social Security anymore, and it's collapsing. Y'all let me know if you all see this, because I don't remember seeing this when I was growing up, unless I'm having selective memory. But right now I see a lot of older individuals, they retire and they riding the bus. Big Mama got to put in an application to drive the school bus. I see a lot of them doing that, putting up with these bad children on the bus. And you know that's got to be difficult, because these kids don't have no respect for nobody now. And I see a lot of them working at Walmart. I think it makes a lot of people bitter about life, because it wasn't supposed to be like this. But greed took control. And I think we the people allowed it. And people keep talking about there's going to be a revolution. And it could be, because people are tired. People are tired of suffering while these corporations and politicians build wealth up until the 4th and 5th generation. And this system does not make it easy. We spend 30 and 40 years paying into Social Security. And I'm a social worker. You all know that. And I see how it's so hard for people when they retire. You have to get referrals. It's not easy to navigate. Even at the doctor's office, it's like they treat you different when you're on Medicare. I hear so many people complaining. They have all these HMOs now. It's not the same. And you got to know how to advocate for yourself. Unfortunately, we have doctors that will take advantage of people. I tell my clients all the time, if you're diabetic, make sure your doctor is looking at your feet. They're supposed to look at your feet. But even the doctors try to cut corners. And you know, Gen X, we were taught to wait to live. You better live now, because we already know that time is precious and don't nobody know the hour. And I made a decision now. When I want to take off, I'm taking off. I'm calling in. I'm using all of my sick days. I have so many sick days to roll over and vacation hours to roll over. I'm not doing that anymore. It's not worth it. We see how these jobs are cutting pensions and how they're taking away benefits. And I want to encourage you all to take care of your bodies. If you feel something that's not right, go to the doctor. You know your feet not supposed to be swole like that. You know your chest not supposed to be burning. Go see about yourself, because the job is not going to make you. I know a lot of people are losing hope, and they feel like that they may not be able to retire, or they may just have to just work until their body gives out. But let me encourage you, there are people out there that I know personally that has retired, but they live well below their means. They have paid off their cars. They don't have a house note, or their house note is very small, but it can be done. But even if you can't see yourself retiring, take those days off. But I know this, today could be bad, but tomorrow can be a completely different day. I've seen it happen. But before I let you go, be honest with me, y'all. Do you know anybody who's retired and had to go back to work? If you have, and if you see what I see, put some eyeglasses in the comments. But that's it, you guys. And I look forward to talking to you all in the comments.